Alright, so we are still at Cape Henlopen State Park. We're going to be leaving today, but we wanted to share with you this particular state park has a lot to offer. There's a whole lot of access or trails to access to get. You can either get over to the beach or you can get over to the inlet area over here. The bay area, I guess is what they're calling it. Anyhow, it's pretty cool. It's huge. Lots of trails. There's lots of biking trails. They have it set up for that as well. But it's a really nice state park, and it's open, I think, year-round. Now, all of the amenities are not open year-round, but you can camp here. And it's a beautiful park. Now, we're going to share with you where we're at right now. So we are at the area called Herring Point. And what you're seeing in front of you here, it's named for Battery Herring, which housed 2 6-inch guns during World War II. And it was used for top military secret tests and operations. And the military turned it over to the state of Delaware in 1983. But it's at the top of this point here, and you're looking over the bay out here. As you can see out there right now, there's a huge ship out there. So again, Herring Point. This is a little trail. And I am guessing it's going to take you down to the water. There's another point that we're going to be going to before we leave this particular state park. We'll share that with you as well. But again, like I said, there's lots of areas to get around, hike, bike, and just enjoy the outdoors, the ocean, the bay. There's fishing and boating and kayaking and all sorts of things. So this is a really nice big state park. So it's a bit early in the morning. There's no one out here. Well, there's a few people, but yeah, it's pretty desolate. How pretty that sky is. Beautiful. All right, so we are now at the point. This is a huge bird migration and nesting area. And right now they do have it closed where you can't go all the way out because there are birds nesting. But we wanted to come out and take a look. All right. And that's what it is out there. That right there. All right, so we have taken one of the beach access trails to come back out here to the ocean side. And there was a bird. He's way out here now. And he was feeding on something over here. And it looks... looking to see what it is he was going after here. Yeah. So he was feeding on this bird. Maybe a snow goose? I'm not sure. Looks like there's another one down there that he's feeding off of. If you look down there, right down there, he's feeding off of another one. Maybe they go after these snow geese as they're migrating. Who knows? I know that they migrate in huge flocks. Alright, so we are on day 2 of our Delaware State Tour, hitting a lot of the coastal areas, and we're going to be going inland today as well. We just spent some time at what's called the Point here at Cape Henlopen State Park. Pretty cool. You couldn't go all the way out because the birds are nesting and they have it closed off. Anyhow, we're going to take you guys along. This is the Delaware Beach State Park? Is that what it's called?
Delaware Seashore State Park.
Okay, Delaware Seashore Anyhow, it's pretty much a boating, deep sea fishing.
It's a gigantic marina.
Yeah, it's a big marina, and there's boats up here docked, and on dry land as well docked. But that's what this is. And the campground for this park is up front, and is kind of a weird campground. We're going to show it to you when we get up there. But yeah, this is like a marina office and I guess store of some sort here. There's all kinds of docks out there and boat ramps. So yeah. All right, so you can see there's the bridge right there, and then they have a little playground, and there are some cottages that sit right on the bay out there. Pretty sure you can just rent those. But this is the campground you're looking at out here, and it's just kind of like a parking lot. Yeah. And if you're okay with that, then great. I personally would not like that. But there it is. So again, that is Delaware Seashore State Park. That's the camping. We are right now crossing over the bay here. It's a really cool bridge. And then over to the left is the Atlantic. So, cool area. Beautiful. Atlantic's out that way.
Oh, okay, here's more of that. Looks like the park.
Yeah, okay.
It's a whole other campground.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like that's a whole other campground down there.
Yep, this is the South Inlet.
Okay. Delaware Seashore State. Yeah. So there's two huge kind of parking lot campgrounds there. I guess if you're traveling, you need somewhere to stay, that works. So we're at Holts Landing State Park in Delaware. This is just a little fishing pier off of the park parking lot.
See the bridge.
Yeah. I'll show you here's where we're at. We just crossed over, came down and over in this way. If you look way out there, you'll see the bridge that we just crossed. That's where the Delaware Seashore State Park is. That's where that is. So anyhow, this is kind of an inland marsh area. We're going to take a little boardwalk trail. But this is the bay side. So a lot of people come out here and fish, clam, do crabbing, all of that kind of stuff. All right, so you can see these are the horseshoe crab shells right here.
There's still a crab in this one.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, kind of creepy.
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, they're all through these reeds through here. So I don't know if it's low tide right now. And these have just washed up, or if they were carried up and, you know, by a predator of some sort.
Oh, big.
Yeah, look at that. They're all over the place out here. All right, so we are at Holts Landing State Park. We're getting ready to take kind of a boardwalk trail that takes you through some of the marsh area.
The Seahawk Trail.
Yeah, it's called the Seahawk Trail. Just checking it out, stretching our legs. It's only about a mile loop trail, but hoping to see some birds. Alright, so we've gone across the boardwalk area, and this trail brings you out into a pine forest and loops you back around. So if you like to get out and stretch your legs a little bit, it's a good leg stretcher. And who doesn't like a cushy pine needle covered trail.
Who doesn't like pine trees?
Oh, boys, it smells good too. All right. So there's a marquee here on the trail talking about the swampy waterways through here. They're kind of all through here. And this is saying these are called former borrow pits, which I don't know what those are, so I'll have to look those up. But it's called historic land use creates a unique habitat. And there are some species of fish that do live here. I believe that this is fresh water. It's not salt water. Like it's not fed by the ocean or the sound. Anyhow, we're going to find out what it is. So evidently they call them borrow pits. The state of Delaware bought this property after the owners died. Or maybe they left it to them. And they used, I guess they came in and used the dirt and made these pits. Maybe that's why they call them borrow pits.
They borrowed the earth.
Yep. And now they are filled with rainwater. And
making ponds.
Yeah, making ponds all around this area. Anyhow, you'll see on this trail, they're all over the place out here. Did see some turtles earlier.
Alright, so we have come up to a hackberry grove. It says that these trees are native to Delaware. And they have these kind of warty bark areas. Here, I'm going to show you. At first, a little while back, I thought it was some kind of fungus. But this is the bark of the hackberry tree.
Alright, so we were here, walked across there, down there, back through there, all the way down. Gosh, I guess right in there and over and then back. I'm pretty sure that's where we were walking. So it's a bit longer than what they say it is. Shannon and I ended up going the wrong way. We went back down this way and then we had to backtrack, which we could have just cut over. But yeah, there you go.
Alright, so we're done. What's next, Karen? Where are we headed next?
Trap Pond State Park, I believe is
Trap
what it's
Pond
called.
State Park. That's also where we're staying tonight, and we are hoping between here and there
To get something good to eat.
to find some good lunch. Alright, so we are stopping at Honey's Gourmet Kitchen. It looks like it's at an old train station here. So this is where we're gonna have lunch.
So we've arrived at Trap Pond State Park, and it looks like it's a pretty little park so far. We're gonna go check out some of the different areas of the park. So we are heading to Cypress Point, is that correct?
Yeah, there's a beach down
Now,
here.
Trap Pond State Park in Delaware is known for their cypress, the baldy cypress swamps, which used to dominate this area. So now this is, I believe, the highest concentration in this area. So we're going to be seeing those. Alright, so again, there's lots of little swamps in this state park. This is just one of them. right, so interesting note about this particular state park. This is called Jason Beach, and it was named after the second president of State College for Colored Students, now Delaware State University. Jason Beach was a recreational destination for people of color from the 1930s to the early 70s. So Trap Pond State Park became the first state park of Delaware in the 50s. Because of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, this eventually led to the end of Jason Beach as a segregated beach. Now it is known as Cypress Point, and the name of Jason Beach was restored in 2022, so just last year. All right, so we are pulling into the campground here. We are on the D loop.
All right, so we have gotten into our spot here at Trap Pond State Park. Karen outdid herself again on site selection. We've got D13. We got the lake. We are right on this little cypress inlet here, and there's like no one on this loop. This is where we're going to be for the evening.
What kind of attracted us to checking out the state park here in Delaware is the cypress swamp that we saw online. We thought, well, that's pretty cool. This state park happens to be the first state park in the state of Delaware. A lot of the buildings here were built by the CCC. And one of the things that we love about it are the cedar trees, a lot of the baldy cypress cedars, and I'm going to show you behind me what I'm talking about. All right, there you go. Aren't they cool? All right, Shannon and I went to Congaree National Park down in South Carolina. There's an entire forest of this there. We walked through and just loved it. We thought it was so cool. But they have preserved this area. That's why they made it a state park, to try to preserve these trees. They were forested and almost cut down to extinction. This area in Delaware used to be filled with these cedar swamp areas, and this is some of the last remains of it here. So we thought it was kind of cool to be able to see that. Great little area for dragging your kayaks up and in and out of the pond or the lake. You don't see this very much at the state parks, so this is like really cool.
Alright, so this is the dam area here at the end of the pond. Got this really nice footbridge that goes over it, that I believe is part of the path, the like 4.6 mile trail that goes a whole way around the pond. So, like I said, Karen has outdone herself again. This is the view out of the back of the van. We've got the pond. We're backed pretty much right up to the pond, and have awesome views of these bald cypress trees. Karen said she made it herself.
I did, made dinner. I pulled back this plastic all by myself.
Alright, so it is the end of our second day touring Delaware State Parks. We are at Trap Pond State Park, and we really enjoyed just kind of walking around and checking out the little inlets and the cypress trees today. We are both tired, so we are making our tea, and we will probably be calling it here soon. The sun is starting to shift and come down. It is so quiet here. We've really enjoyed the state park. Looks like it will probably be a return destination with the kayaks.